Hi, everyone. How are you? All right, let's go ahead and see who is here. We're going to scroll on up. Oh, Bonnie, I just see you came in. Bonnie, I don't know if you're here last stream, but I know that you said that you sent me an email. I never got an email, and I checked my junk mail folder. Now, I know you said that you sent it, so I'm not going to be like, oh, well, it's out of the 24 hours. So, type in ! email in chat and try sending me an email again for the sticker that you want, because I never got it. I just saw your name and I was like, oh, it's Bonnie. Okay, let's scroll up. Daniela, buena notte. Welcome. Ariana, hello. Or not Ariana, it's Ariane. Welcome. Brittany says, I would rather live in the suburbs within a home big enough for my electronics and a piece of exercise equipment and a piece of adjustable weights. That's fair. How are you, Dawn? Kenny, hello. Let's see. Scroll down. Who do we have? Question today is a tough one. I know it is. For those of you who don't know, pinned up at the top, the question of the day today is, would you rather live in isolation, living off the land, or would you rather live in the heart of a massive city in a luxury apartment with all electronic conveniences? So mull that one over while we go through. Let's see. We already live in isolation, but don't live off the land. See, something about that appeals to me. I'm not going to lie. Evelyn says, massive city and luxury apartment, so I have easy access to art supplies. I like it. Let's see. Hi, Pam. Stoked you're here too. Let's see. Maylin, hello. Evelyn, hello. Let's see. Scroll down. Ronnie, hello. Make sure I'm not missing any names. And then there's Bonnie, hello. Let's see. Live isolation with my computer, like in the mountains or forest. I like it. Sounds good, Bonnie. Awesome. Let's see. And actually, Bonnie, if you're on Instagram, because if for some reason like the emails aren't going through, you could always send me a second message on Instagram with your email, and then I can see if I can connect you there. Let's see. I love isolation, living off my land, as long as I have all my art supplies. There you go. Oh, you're good, Don. You're good. Actually, rather live in isolation. I'm kind of the same way. Like the idea of all the modern conveniences, like luxury apartment, and we're talking like, we're not considering like taking into account like money by any means. Like that's not even a question. Like if you lived in luxury apartment, then of course, you'd have all the means. But let's say that you had, like a couple $1 million, wasn't a problem. But I still think I would choose live off the land. Like I say that, but I've never done that. So we'll see, if I could actually do it. But something like appeals to me, like a homestead kind of thing. You got the animals, you got the plants. Here's the thing though. I've got like 8 plants right now that I am struggling to keep alive. So my concern with living off the land is would I really be able to? Because there's a good chance I'd kill whatever I'm going to grow. Like plants are confusing. Like you either there's two different states for my plants. They are either watered too much or they're dying because they're not watered enough. There is no happy ground with my plants. Every now and then, we'll throw in some Miracle Grow and it's like, yay, ta-da. And then the next day it's like, oh, dear God, you overwatered me again. So I would want to hire somebody with me that knows about plants, and then they can come out too. Let's see. Is there no sound? There should be sound. I hope there's sound. Everything looks good on my end. Live in luxury, but in isolation? Oh, but that's cheating. You can't mix and match. I love it. With the blue manual screwdriver next to someone named me, and I'm asking because so the little screwdriver, the little wrench, that means that they are a moderator, so they can, you all have sound? Okay, good. So if I have any, links that need grabbing or unruly chatters that need tending to, which has happened on occasion, they are my chatting police. That is true. The weather could be crazy. It was yours. Okay, sweet. All right. Well, this is where, not really where we have, that is true. They do, Christina. Yeah, I wish my plants loved me. They're not dead yet. Like, you guys ever watch that Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and they're doing that scene where it's like, bring out your dead. Hi, Sarah. And he's like, I'm not dead yet. I want to go for a walk. I kind of feel like that's what my plants are, where I'm like, oh, well, it's done. And my plants are going, we're not dead yet. The yellow or purple crayon next to someone's names means that they are a member, and that is a way of supporting the channel and helping me continue to do what I do. And so they join, and it's a certain amount each month, but they get access to the little pencils next to the name, plus specific emotes that they can use in chat, as well as discounts on items when they come in the Etsy store. Let's see. Melissa, I need a middle ground. Want to live off the land, but also need a minimum of 30 minutes drive access to like Target. All right. Hi, Mandy. Hang on one second. I didn't realize the cat was in here, and she's very annoyed with my chatting, and so now she's getting into stuff. She's like, excuse me, madam. Madam, I'm still in here. How'd you go? There we go. All right. Oh, perfect. Bonnie, I just got that email. Awesome. I'll take a look at that and get that out to you. Honestly, it's the weekend now, so I'll try and get it out tomorrow. If not, it'll go out Monday. Let's see. How are you, Mona? There's those handy dandy emotes. All those ones right there. Live off the land. See, it appeals to me. It does. I like the idea of it. Like I've mentioned it before, there's this couple that I follow, Elsa Ray and Baron, and they just bought some land in Colorado, and they don't completely live off the land. They're homesteading and they're working on building their way up to it. But I love watching their journey. It's been really interesting. They live off the grid basically at this time. Yes, it does. I just got it. Awesome. All right, so last time we started our pink skin, and we started with a blue glow. We got started on the hair, and then I went ahead and finished it up, the hair, and just touching up the skin a little bit so that we could get started elsewhere. So no, you're fine, Brittany. It's not expected at all, in no way, shape, or form. Like everything on here it's not. You don't have to pay to join in the fun, if that makes sense. It's just something like a little bit extra, and it's just fine. I never expect anybody to do it at all. I just want to spend time with you all, so that's awesome. The main reason I rather live off the land because I love nature, and plus it does the body and the spirit good for being disconnected from the modern world out there nowadays. See, and I feel like I'd want to like live in both places, like spend some time in one and spend some time on the other. That is a crystal in her hands. Yeah, so this is the newest illustration from Christine Karron. It's called the Crystal Enchantress. And so I've actually been staring at the page a little bit because I am trying to decide what color I want her dress to be. Initially, I was thinking something, because also, Allie, we're gonna do like a blue glow on it. So that's why part of her skin is blue, because it's gonna be coming off the crystal. So we'll be having some blue here on the tree and everything. If I send the image I want to my work email, no, that's fine. No, wherever you need to print it off, that's just fine. So initially my idea was I was going to do a white dress, which I still could do. But then I also was looking at it today because I'll show you what I like to do sometimes. When I am struggling with trying to decide colors for an image and I don't want to, chance ruining it. Hang on, I'm going to pull it up so I can show you. There is a program that I use called Procreate. And I will do something like this, where I'll take a picture of it, I'll pull it in, this is literally just a scribble, and I will fill it in with a color. So initially it was green. Okay, so it was this, and now what I can do, this is just like a normal kind of green. So if you have this kind of technology with you, it's really handy. So then what I do, because I have it in a separate layer here from the actual image, so then I will go in here and I'll go to the hue, saturation, and brightness. I'll zoom in a little bit here so you can see. So if I'm really struggling with colors and what I want to do with them is I will take the hue and I will slide it along and I will look at all the potential. See, something like that could be really pretty, like a dark teal. So I will bring the slider along, and you can adjust things on your hue. You can make it brighter. So if you're really just trying to get an idea of what color you want to do for something, this wasn't anything special at all. So then when you want to test black, just take the brightness down and there it is. But basically, oh wait, hang on. Oop. Basically, this is just kind of a way for me to kind of toy with and, oh, you're good, Dawn. Deborah says, I vote city. I love it. This is just kind of a way for me to test out and get ideas for different kind of colors. So we could do, thank you for that, Kenny. We could do black. We could do, that dark teal was kind of pretty. Honestly, I didn't think about that one before. But we're definitely going to do some blue highlights. Did I freeze? Am I frozen? I hope not. Everything looks good. No drop frames here. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Am I good or am I still frozen? Okay. A really dark green? That's what I was thinking. So we can also take a look at our color chart here. Now the darkest green that we have is the dark green in Prismacolor. Yeah, hi Marilyn. I didn't really consider the teal. What we could do is something like the cobalt turquoise. That one's really pretty with the blue highlights. Not frozen here? Okay, perfect. No worries, no worries. So we could do the cobalt turquoise. Ooh, fun, Shannon. Sounds riveting. We have the blue, so I kind of want to keep with we're gonna have the blue highlights. What if we did black and cobalt turquoise? So it'd still be, yeah, like a dark turquoise. It could still be kind of nice and dark. I kind of like that. We could do black, cobalt, oh my gosh. Cobalt is like such a hard word to say. I swear, I struggle so much. Cobalt turquoise. So we could do black, cobalt turquoise, and then make sure we get our blue highlights in there. So bring in some of that non-photo blue and the sky blue light. So let's grab our black. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Christine. I like that. And I actually picked up some extra blacks at Hobby Lobby the other day. So that's awesome. All right, let's zoom out just a little bit. So let's find the cobalt turquoise. Let's see how much of that pencil we have, because also how much I have of a pencil sometimes decides what we're gonna do. Let's see, I think I already have it out. Ah, perfect, I've got 2 of these. Pulling weeds for 6 hours. Oh my goodness, hi Loretta. Okay, so I want to try using the Doll 133 sharpeners on these today. I've been using the handheld ones, but I think I want a slightly longer point. I don't always do longer points with Prismas, but we are going to, I think that's what we're gonna try today. Without making a mess, resulting in an epic fail. Oh no, that's like me when I try to empty my sharpener without making a giant mess. Okay, this one here. So what we are going to start with, is the black, the cobalt turquoise, the non-photo blue, and the sky blue light. I think I have another of the sky blue light. Let's see, this one is cloud blue. I better have more of the sky blue light. Hang on, sounds good, Alex. I am gonna check and see. Well, actually, I'm gonna have them do all the same. For those of you that were here when we did our last page, our Hannah Carlson, for the designs on the headband, I chose to do kind of like an embossed look. And so that is what I'm gonna be going for this one. Just hang, I know I sound far away right now, but it's because I'm on the other side of the room looking in my backup Prismacolor drawer, seeing if I've got an extra sky blue light. That one is cloud blue. This one is powder blue. Come on, I know I gotta have one. Okay, that's a sky blue light, and that's a sky blue light. Okay, I got a couple of small ones that'll work. I just wanna make sure I'm not gonna run out of them. I gotta remember to pick up extra of those next time I am at the craft store. What's the name of your brush? This one? It doesn't really have a name. Evelyn, you got me this one, right? Kenny got me one before, but it disappeared, and I'm very sad. And I thought I'd find it in the move, but I didn't. But as a replacement, Ev sent these ones, and I think it's just like you can look up rainbow makeup brush. But yeah, I can see it ahead in my mind. Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, I haven't had too many issues with it. I like it because it's a blush brush, exactly. Oh, fun. Oh, wait, is today your birthday, Loretta? If today is your birthday, that means, oh wait, no, I'll wait till you confirm. We can't do singing unless it's actually a birthday. All right, so we're gonna start with the sky blue light, just like we did with the skin, and we're gonna map out where we want our light areas to be. There we go. Let's turn this brightness down just a little bit. There we go. That's good. All right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to work on the dress, shirt. It could be a shirt. We don't see the bottom of it. Well, we got to wait. I got to wait to confirm whether or not it's her birthday. Well, we're going to do this and then we're going to do the crystal because I want to make sure we get that in here. So we're going to do the sky blue light now. And we're going to map out where this is going to be. So we've got the color hitting the side of her face, the neck, her hands. So a lot of this is going to be darker, but I think we will definitely get some. And I know you all can't see it entirely well. Confirmed. Ah, all right. This is your, oh, wait. We got to get full jazz hands here. All right. Are we ready for this? This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Cha, cha, cha. Jazz hands. Happy birthday, Loretta. Yay. You know what I need to do? We need to make a channel birthday emote that we use and throw up in chat whenever somebody has a birthday. I should do that. Let's see. How far are we from reaching our next emote goal? Hang on. Because if we're still a little ways away, well, 44 out of 50. Let's make sure that that's correct. Yeah, jazz hands. I love jazz hands. Let's see, the next tier, let me double check. The next one is, oh, I can't remember where to find it. Oh, milestones. Wait. Yeah, I think 50 is the next one. So like 6 more, we can do a new one. But what we might do is swap out one of our emotes in the meantime so we can get a birthday emote. Yes, a birthday command. Oh, that's good. Yes, we need a birthday command. I'm glad, Loretta. Well, Loretta, Loretta, you'll be happy to know you have inspired the next emote. I'm going to make a birthday emote. Hi, Sunday. Tanya, I'll admit, whenever you said purple swirlies on your page, because I'm always there just like listening as I'm getting ready for stream and everything. But I kept like hearing you say swirl and then like it made me want ice cream, you know, like the chocolate and vanilla swirl. I don't know. Hi, Tammy. All right, let's go ahead and zoom on in here. All right, so we're gonna map in our blues. So I want some on the edge. Now, since I have a longer point on these Prismacolors, I'm not gonna press nearly as hard, but we're gonna start just by, we're not worrying about any of the designs on the sleeves or anything yet. We are just mapping in where the blue is going to be. That's gonna be pretty blue there. We're gonna have blue there. Caramel swirl ice cream. Oh, that sounds good. I want ice cream now. Steve, if you're listening, I need ice cream. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have the tops of her dress. Since this is going to be kind of embossed, we're going to have some of that stand out. So we're just going to throw in a little bit there. I think I changed my lighting well enough. I think you all can see that light blue. No pencil extender? Nah, I'm living on the edge today. Awesome, Sunday. I'm glad. Hopefully that leaves a good impression with people, or either that or they just walk in and be like, okay then. I mean, singing birthday song with jazz hands, I'd like to think is a pretty good interpretation of what we are at this channel. Okay, yeah, it's Friday, Ev. That means that you have the weekend, right? Right? You get to rest up. Okay, so this here isn't going to have as much blue because the hand is blocking where the light would be shining. But I definitely want to catch some of that blue glow on the embossing nature of the dress. So we're going to put it just a little bit there. Because I want to try and show off that blue glow. Okay, and we're gonna do it there. And this is just kind of a quick little throwing in some of this color. It's not anything too specific because we're gonna be going over the top of it and then making it stand out a little bit more once we're done. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with where that's gonna be at. What did I miss? Oh yeah, that'll do it. Well, they have a really good like banana ice cream that's dairy free. Right, exactly. Truth be told, I don't actually know where my black one is, and I don't like this one too much because it doesn't like close around the Prismacolors tightly. Let me see if I have it in my tools drawer. Yeah, see, I don't have my tools drawer. What I'm imagining I did is that I left the extender on whatever pencil I did and then put it all in. Yeah, banana ice cream. If it's dairy free, you can do banana ice cream by freezing out, like you puree up the banana and then you freeze it, and it gives me, just pass me the ice cream. And Sorry, that was just a really hilarious image. You puree up the banana and you can add like cocoa to it. And so you make like a chocolate banana ice cream. You freeze it up and it's got the consistency of ice cream. I left my Prismas at the office today by accident as well as my Argo soaps. Oh no. But you got the Artezas, so that's good. That's good. Speaking of Artezas, I'm still in talks with it. But I mentioned before that I'm getting more involved with Arteza. I kind of chatted with you guys a little bit about that. And one of the things that's going to mean, the reason that I tell you guys, because that is not only good news for me, but that's good news for you guys, because that means we're using black right now. That means that there is going to be the opportunity for more Arteza giveaways, which means some more goodies headed your way. So hopefully, no promises yet because nothing is nailed down exactly. There's going to be another decently sized Arteza giveaway. Now I know a lot of you are like upset because it's not worldwide, but because it is shipped from Arteza, I cannot control where it gets shipped to because I don't ship it out, which is why I like to do my sticker and my Etsy store giveaways because those ones are worldwide. So I know it's frustrating and you guys are, like, but it's not fair. And I know, but it's out of my power. Yes, more. Plenty of dairy-free ice creams. Yeah, Ben & Jerry's. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. So yeah, very possibly coming up, there's going to be a fun giveaway that everyone will be involved in. And if I set this one up right, I'm actually going to do it based off of a video. So you won't need to be live to enter it. It's going to be you like enter in the comments kind of thing. And it'll be here on YouTube, not on Instagram. So just keep an eye out, keep an ear out. If it happens, it won't be for a few more weeks still, but oh, there you go. But that is something to keep an eye out for. So that should be fun. I have no more details to give you other than that. But hopefully sometime soon. I always feel bad when I'm like coloring and I cover up her name. Like I don't mean to, but the picture is looking this way. All right, so we're putting in our black first, and then we're gonna work on our cobalt, and then we'll add a little bit more blue. The Arteza watercolors, very nice, Tammy. Well, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Arteza is working on a Fuel Your Creativity campaign, and I know that they are also doing giveaways over on their Instagram through all their social media. So definitely keep an eye on those as well, because right now for the campaign, they're highlighting specific artists. And I had some people message me, these ones aren't me, although I was in a cool meeting that had all of those artists there. But there are where they're highlighting certain artists and they're covering specific supplies. So like the first week was the first week was Everblends. And then they had the color pencils. They're doing like oil paints, acrylic paints, watercolors, and there's going to be some giveaways based around that. Hi, Marie. Thank you. I don't. Well, I know they have the pan ones, and I know that there are some specific ones that are like pastel and metallic and stuff, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it's a different kind. So if you already have them, then that's it. Because I have the tube ones. I have some of the tube watercolors. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know that there's any brand new watercolors coming out, but there's just like a ton of stuff happening, and they've got a long list of things that they're releasing. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on. Okay, so let's see. She has a little bit of a highlight here, which I'm going to go ahead and not color the black to the edge. We might use that for the cobalt. So we're going to use the black right to her shadow edge here. And then the same thing with the designs. It's going to be kind of, oh, you prefer pans. Okay. Well, we've got, there are the pans and there are the tubes. Sorry, when I said there are the pans, I immediately in my head went, you are the pan from Hook, Robin Williams. You are the pan. Anyway, sorry, this is the way my mind works. Like it goes 20 different directions all at once. Yeah, watercolors. Yeah, we're talking about, we're talking about paints. Hopefully you're not eating the watercolors. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're non-toxic, but I'm just going to say ML Illustrator does not condone eating watercolors of any kind. Please contact your local doctor. Oh, and that's all right. That's all right. But that's like, keep an eye out for the giveaways. Like I said, this will be giveaway central here. Well, no, not giveaway central, but you know, there will be more giveaways in the future. So just, you know, keep an extra eyeball out if it's something that you're interested in. Should be super fun. I like being able to give back to you guys in that way. Okay. All right, so I'm just putting part of it on there. Like I said, I want it to be kind of like an embossing on it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Yes, I cannot recommend eating paints. All right, I mean, I'm sure I probably ate some paint as a kid, and I'm hard pressed to find a painting artist who at one point has not almost, if not actually, drank their paint water on accident, because I've totally done that. Have you ever done a Johanna canvas picture? If so, what did you use on it? In fact, Marie, I did. How many weeks ago was that, you guys? It was maybe about a month ago. We did a canvas. I think I've got it in the closet at the moment. But I used acrylic paint on it. I have tried a few things on the Johanna canvases. I've tried markers. I've tried watercolor markers. I've tried watercolors. I didn't like using any of the markers on them, and I think I probably liked the paint the best. We did, in fact, let me see if it's just sitting here on the shelf real quick. 1 second, and I can show you what we did. It was the Magical Jungle one with the parrot. Yeah, here it is. It's actually funny, we've got like 2 different styles going on here. And no, I haven't finished it yet, but you know, we'll get there eventually. I have so many projects, like it's on the back way. So this was done with watercolor and marker. This was done with a different kind of marker. I've done like a bunch of different things on here all at once. This most recent one here, which I like the most, I know this one's really bright and vibrant and people are like, why are you covering it up? And it's because I wanted to do something different. But this one was done with acrylic. I think that if I can ever get it finished, keeping this kind of idea where I'm covering up all the lines. Canvas Stream, there it is. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, we did birds. I think we even named them, but I don't remember what they were. But yeah, I just used acrylic on it. The thing of it is, though, is I only did it for one stream because part of the reason is they're really hard to find now. Oh, thanks, Marie. They're like, if you do find them online, they're like super expensive. So it's just, you know, if you have one, then that's amazing. I've held on to that one for a while and I still haven't finished it. Okay, so we're just going along with all of this black here. You guys ever take an accidental nap? I totally took an accidental nap today. And I'm actually testing out contacts right now. I don't have them in at the moment because when I took an accidental nap, I was still wearing the contacts and I'm not supposed to sleep in them. And so like I woke up, my eyes were all like, this is uncomfortable. So I took them out, but we'll see. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep wearing them. Acrylic paint pens. So I have them and I've done it. I've done a few reviews on them, but as far as like blending and stuff is concerned, I like the feel of a brush better, most definitely. When I use the acrylic paint pens, I use them for like touch-ups on pictures. I will use them, you know, in certain projects, but I never use them for like a full canvas painting. And part of that is because I like to blend and I like to have, you know, the shadows and everything else. Okay, I feel like we need to start mapping in some of this cobalt here. Yeah, it's not good. You wake up, my eyes were like all dry and funky, and I'm like, well, this isn't working at all. Accidental snacking. I love accidental snacking. They're too big of a diameter. Yeah, so it's interesting. There you go. This is a waterproof keyboard. So we're using cobalt turquoise now. Cobalt turquoise now. I tried contacts a few years ago, but I couldn't get past them because they just felt like I felt them too much. I mostly wanted to try them because when I have meetings, no matter how I position my lights or whatever, I always still end up having a glare on my glasses, like when I have the Zoom meetings. And so I was trying to look for a way to eliminate that, but also make it to where I can still see the people that I'm trying to talk to. And so I wanted to get contacts specifically for those. So it's not like I'm going to wear them all the time. I'm just trying to figure them out. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because the last time I wore contacts, I didn't have long nails, but it is nearly impossible. I love it, Evelyn. It is nearly impossible to get the contacts back out without poking myself in the eye. I mean, I've got long nails and I make sure, well, I mean, they're really not that long in comparison to some of the styles these days. But they're long enough that like I have to be so careful when I take the contacts out. Like I'm afraid I'm gonna poke my eyeball out. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I'm just like, I don't know about this. Like I can do it eventually, but I'm also like, I'm gonna damage my dang eye trying to get this thing out. I probably just need to get used to it. That's all. I'm sure there's a method. There's a method to it, but I'm just like, this is unpleasant. I am not enjoying this. Hi, Della. How are you? Oh, that's cool. I've done it like 3 times now. I'm definitely like getting them in is easy. It's just the getting them out. I'm like, well, this is terrible. Yeah. See, Allie, great minds think alike. Yeah. So this is much easier to just, on and off. Actually, I'm curious now what it looks like for you all. Plus you can see how dirty my glasses are, but I don't know. Does it give you an idea of how blind I am? There we go. I'm just gonna like put the camera on and you guys have to look through my, so that's what my vision is like. Congratulations. That's how you guys get to see the stream from now on. Yeah, I've heard that, Ev. I've heard that. Really? I never even thought about it. There you go. Welcome to how I see things normally. I am literally like, yeah, right, Ronnie? Exactly. I am literally like legally blind without my glasses. Like I cannot drive a car without them. Yeah, so I've done that because I've done that trick. With photography. And in fact, if you are photographing someone and they have glare on your, when you're taking their picture, you can actually take your fingers. I'm doing it now, even though you can't see. You can take your fingers right above their ears and then just tilt their glasses down a little bit. But hi, Katrina. But yeah, it's been an adventure this week. Also, like if I have dark circles under my eyes, like my glasses generally will hide that. I can't not wear makeup when I wear contacts. I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. So by the way, I know this looks really light, but we're going to be pressing harder a little bit later on, and the lighter blue will show up. Hi, Frederica, welcome. So yeah, just bear with. We're just getting our base colors down right now, because we're going to be using some of that blue and the sky blue light. It's all good. Use a magnifying lamp over the page. There you go. Yeah, they have some of those lighted ones that come in real handy. But I'm definitely like, if they didn't have all of the modern stuff that they have now for glasses, like my glasses lens would be so thick, it's not even funny. Okay, so like I said, we're just getting the base colors down at the moment. This is looking pretty rough, I'm aware, but we're gonna start going in a little bit darker. We're gonna work on this sleeve for just a little bit so you can start to get an idea of what this is gonna look like. Because remember, we're gonna use that blender too. So did anybody do anything exciting this week? We had a lot of errands to run. Ooh, and I'm seeing my neurologist appointment is finally here. So that's gonna happen next week. I mean, who knows? He may just say, well, there's not a whole lot we can do. And I'm well aware of that. But it's an appointment I haven't had before, and I will be curious to hear what he has to say. So that should be Interesting. I'll have to let you all know how that went on Wednesday. Okay, so we're kind of layering the black over the cobalt turquoise. Right, Ronnie? Absolutely, I would be. We're layering the black over the turquoise because we want it to have that kind of turquoise hue, but we're still going for a dark colored dress, shirt, top thing. Right? Oh, wait, did I miss someone? I saw hi, Chris. Oh, it must be Katrina. Okay. Oh, nice, Melissa. Okay. So we're just layering this over here. The kids watched Cinderella for the first time today. It was really interesting watching it with them because I haven't, like, obviously I know the story of Cinderella, but I have not actually watched Cinderella in ages. And there's so many like dialogue points that I never really picked up on as a kid. Like, first of all, I don't think the Grand Duke is very happy in his job. He's very stressed out. But also, I kind of felt for the king a little bit. Like, he wanted his son to find a woman to get married to so they can have grandkids because he wants to hear the sound of pitter-patter little feet. And he's so sad his son has grown up. And I'm like, oh my God, I totally feel you on that. But also, maybe this isn't the most healthy way to go about it. And then thirdly, like the prince, he barely says anything. Like the only time that you ever hear him talk is like, but I don't even know your name. How will I find you? And that's like it. That's all you ever hear from him in the entire movie. And I'm like, we didn't really hear how the prince really found out. Like he could have been, after his meeting with Cinderella, be like, dude, this chick just like took off in the middle of our date, but like no explanation. Like this chick's got some baggage. I'm not sure if this is, really what I want going on, for my lifelong, kingdom. Right, Cinderella? All fun, Frederica. Cats are playing with a pile of shredded paper. I spilled down shreds all over it, but I bet they were cute when they were doing it. I'm just saying, there were some interesting things, but I will say, like, one of the things I'm enjoying, and I'm just alternating back and forth between the black and the cobalt turquoise, is watching my children watch it for the first time. Like they loved Gus Gus and they were cracking up about the shenanigans between Lucifer and Bruno. And also now that we've seen Encanto, and that's super cool, every time they said Bruno's name, like I couldn't help but interrupt their watching and be like, we don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, Gus Gus. Favorite to read on different book retellings, right? Hey kiddos, you guys headed to bed? All right, love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
What's the question of the day?
Would you rather live in isolation with no technology and live off the land, or would you rather live in the middle of a super big city in a luxury apartment with all of the electronic conveniences?
Okay. I do not understand one.
That's okay. We can chat about it tomorrow. Get some sleep. Love you guys. Wait, the door. Siamese cats are in, we are Siamese. It's actually a very, there's a disclaimer at the beginning of that movie now. What is that? That is, the Aristocats. Marie for 11 months. Awesome. Thank you. We don't talk about Bruno. No, the amount of times we have sung that, like it's ridiculous. Marie, thank you. Lady and the Tramp, that's what it is, not the Aristocats. Okay, exclamation point. Hi, thank you, Marie. And we can use some of those. Oh, you got the caps hype. That's what you got. Use those handy dandy hyping modes. Thank you for that, Marie. Yeah, I think Lady and the Tramp might be the next one. I debated about the Little Mermaid, but I don't know. From a modern point of view, I'm not sure how much I like the Little Mermaid anymore. And then what was the other one? There was another one. Oh, Snow White. I did not want to terrify them with the witch. And then also Sleeping Beauty. They've expressed that they do not want to see the dragon. So those are some classics that, yeah, not Aristocats. No. Yeah, it was the Lady and the Tramp. But those are some of the classic ones we have held off on showing them as of yet. We'll get there eventually, but they did like Cinderella. Plus the music, you know, the songs, they're so good. All right, so we're gonna go lighter with the cobalt turquoise. That's literally all we're using right now is just black and cobalt turquoise. We're kind of going back and forth a little bit. It's not gonna be strongly blue because the blue is supposed to just kind of glow off the sleeves. Yeah, Snow, like, it's interesting to me because, you know, I watched these movies as a kid and I didn't think much of it because it was that's just, you know, what we watched. But looking back, like, because Ariel is supposed to be what, like 13? Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. Like, Ariel is supposed to be like super young. And I don't necessarily, I'm like, yeah, she's a mermaid, so she's, you know, going to wear the shell shirt. But I'm like, I don't know. And then also, you know, the whole premise is that she, you know, her dad yells at her and they get in a fight and then she runs away to some witch. Like, what lessons am I teaching my kids here? All right, I do love Lady and the Tramp. No. The closest I've gotten to a questionable movie that I debated about whether or not for them to see was Alice in Wonderland. And we went really slow on that. Like, I watched it with them and I was just like, okay, you know, we're gonna, if this is too, like, we skip past the end where the queen was yelling, you know, off with her head, and they're chasing her through the dream right before she wakes up. Like, all of that kind of thing where the queen got mad, that was stressing him out. So we skipped past that, but no flying, they must, they will. Oh no. Eventually, Shannon, did you end up getting that diamond painting? Oh, that I just saw that and I was like, oh my gosh. For those of you that maybe don't follow Diamond Art Club's emails, they put out a Wizard of Oz diamond painting. And I immediately thought of Shannon and I was like, Drew Barrymore Cinderella and the Brandy Cinderella. I seen, yeah, both of those. We haven't done too much live action stuff. Just because there's a lot of like nuances that they are still needing to understand. What was it? There was one that they saw that was live action. Oh, I showed them 101 Dalmatians, the live action. And one of the interesting thing is because I actually don't recall if they've seen the cartoon version. They might have, but I don't think they watched it with me. And I realized that the live action version of 101 Dalmatians maybe doesn't make much sense without seeing the cartoon first, because the characters in the live action are almost cartoony themselves. Right? Alice in Wonderland is so nice. Hi, Kelly. Asking me about my favorite character, actually the villain Maleficent. She knows about her from Maleficent movies. That's hilarious. There's a Tom and Jerry Wizard of Oz. Okay. We actually haven't, is there anywhere that Tom and Jerry is streaming? They might actually get a kick out of that. You know, that's just basically slapstick humor right there. But yeah, so I'm like slowly, I think Lady and the Tramp will be next. Situations where characters, like, they know they're going to get in trouble, really stresses them out. For instance, when we were watching Little Steve, in the part where Cinderella was dancing with the prince and she had been warned that, you know, everything was going to end at midnight, little Steve got really nervous about watching it because he didn't know what was going to happen. And he's like, I'm scared. And I'm like, it's fine. You don't need to be scared. Like, she just leaves once it turns midnight. And he was like, okay with that. But yeah, they don't like stressful things, which I don't blame them. I mean, I don't either. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Peter Pan in him because he loves Captain Hook. That's awesome. Favorite movies are actually Frozen ones and Little Mermaid. Yeah, Frozen is, it's just movies that they have for kids now are way different. They loved Lilo and Stitch, which I think is super cute. I think that the cartoons that they come out with now, short of a few of them that are, you know, maybe are a little complicated, I think that the messages that they walk away with are a little bit better. I wasn't sure how I felt about, what's that new one that just came out about the red panda? The kids haven't seen that one, but it just, yeah, I wasn't sure. I haven't shown it to them yet, but I was like, I don't know how I feel about the message that this one's sending out. Okay, so now for these, the kind of embossed on the dress, I'm gonna go a little bit darker with the black. Oh, that's awesome, Kelly. Frozen and Encanto, absolutely. Even as it is, whenever Whenever it's time for dinner or lunch, Steve or even the kids will holler down, Isabella, your boyfriend's here. And then somebody else in the house will yell, time for dinner. And then the kids will come running. But that's how we call the kids to dinner now. Like, it's just all the time. Have they seen the Croods? They haven't. I forgot about the Croods. I've seen the Croods like once, and it was years ago, but I know they have other ones. Oh, and Ice Age. They love the Ice Age and all of the Ice Age spinoffs. Like, absolutely. They are all about that. They think the squirrel is named Scrat. They think he's hilarious. Also Sid the Sloth, but honestly, who doesn't think Sid is hilarious? But yeah, we are all about the Encanto here. Little Emily wanted a long skirt so she could dance around like Maribel. Talk about Encanto because then she hears that we don't talk about Bruno, no. Right, yes, we've done The Incredibles. They like The Incredibles. Oh, don't you hate it when you get a part on your pencil that you know you feel is scratchy? I'm just like hoping to color past it. Don't like scratchy pencils. Okay, so like I said, we're just going a little bit darker with the black now, and then we're gonna go over with the cobalt turquoise again. Let's see. Oh, do we miss Dawn? Good night, Dawn. Thank you so much for being here. You've never seen Ice Age? Okay, if you see any of them, watch the first one. It'll give you a good chickle. What was that? Was that a mix of tickle and chuckle? It'll give you a good chickle. That's a new word now. It'll give you a good chuckle plus some feels. It's good. I really like it. But most of the time when I watch it, like I want to watch it with them so that I can answer any questions. If they have any questions while I watch it. They call their pet lizard Bruno. Like, watch this. It's time to go feed Bruno. And then the kids would say, we don't talk about Bruno. Oh, we should have named the hamster Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Such a good movie. Okay. Right, yes, okay, the kids loved, she really was. And so I'm hesitant to show The Little Mermaid to them. They watched The Lion King, and consequently they love the TV show spinoff with the Lion Guard. They have all of the stuffed animals of the Lion Guard, so they definitely went through their Lion Guard phase. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure that I leave room for the light blue, but it's obviously going to be more on this side than this side, or sorry. It's going to be more here and not here because this is where the darker area is. So I'm trying to just make sure that we still define the kind of embossed portions of the sleeve and not lose that, but also leave space for the light blue. Right? It does. It's so catchy. Oh, we also haven't done Bambi. I am not ready for those Bambi feels yet. Like, Bambi's just so sad. Also, like, what is with Disney and mothers? Like, what childhood trauma did he have? Like, evil stepmothers, the mothers die. Like, it's very depressing. It's like, come on, like, what? I mean, obviously it's better now, but still. Right? Bambi is so sad. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Christina. Like, I thought about it because, you know, I like, you know, some of the characters on there. They're funny and everything, but I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this one. Let's see. I'm also losing some of the pattern just a little bit, so I may like kind of make the pattern stand out a little bit more myself. We're getting there though. They haven't. Mary Poppins is a good one. Like, no Bambi. I can't, won't do Bambi. No way. Right? It's so sad. Oh my, oh, you saw it in theaters? That's amazing. Yes, we have not. Mary Poppins is good. Original Mary Poppins with Julie Andrews. That's I haven't seen the new one, but the old one with Julie Andrews is the one I'd probably want to show them. It's just really interesting watching these with a different, you know, with an adult point of view, I guess, picking up on dialogue I maybe didn't, you know, pay attention to as a kid. It's that way, like when you watch a movie and it's been so long and you're like, oh, okay, I get that now. Okay, a little bit more here. And then we are going to bring in the cobalt turquoise again. Absolutely. Yeah, I almost said his name, but I briefly wondered if YouTube would like, because I say that. Oh no, Kelly. Is it? Okay, I haven't seen it. No, I love it, Ronnie. Nanny McPhee was good. That's right. Yeah, Nanny McPhee. I think I saw that once. Well, and little Emily is getting old enough that I can start introducing those things to him. So we're trying to, like, we went to the library and I'm slowly trying to branch out past, you know, kind of help them get out of their comfort zone a little bit and find things. So like when we went to the library the other day, I took her to the juvenile fiction side and we started going through some of that. And, you know, I showed her like, okay, well, if you look on the back of the books, you know, because up until now, she's really just read a lot of the books that she knows and she's comfortable with. And, you know, I'm like, okay, well, we're at the library, you know, they have loads of books. And the nice thing about it is if you don't like it, you can just return it. So I'm trying to like get him like, okay, let's try something new. Let's try a new subject. Let's try a new author. Let's try a new something. So it's a slow work in progress. Okay, I'm going to need to bring in my sky blue light here soon and make sure that I'm leaving space for that. And then we'll use our blender on this portion here to make sure that we are getting this the way we want it to look. Nanny McPhee. Right, Melissa? Exactly. Okay, let's see. Let's grab our blender. We're gonna use that in a minute. Let's go ahead and do the sky blue light. Wherever there is white still, that's where I'm gonna fill that in. And we're just doing this portion of the sleeve for now, and then we'll move on in. But I wanted to get a good idea of what it is that we're doing here. And let's go ahead and add our cobalt turquoise here as well. Okay. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I thought about that actually, but I don't think we're quite ready for that one. I think that the White Witch would probably scare him, especially if we do the cartoon version. The live action one I think would be a little bit less, but we're not quite there yet, I think. I don't want to like rush them and traumatize them with certain books either, you know? Sound of Music is good, but I am not ready to, they haven't, and I don't know, maybe this is a fault, but they're young enough that we haven't exactly talked about Nazis and such yet, and I feel like it's going to raise more questions. I know that's a subject we're going to need to broach eventually, but I think we got a couple more years until The Sound of Music. Sing one. Oh, I forgot about Sing. Oh, yeah, we should do those. Those ones are good. All right, so I'm going to use the blender now, and I'm going to start to darken this up, and we're going to see how it's looking. We can always add a little bit of white to kind of tone it down if it's almost too dark or too vibrant. Because I'm just going lightly right now. There's still a lot of tooth to this paper I can work on. So Katrina, I never actually mentioned specifically their ages. For most of you that have been around here for a while, you kind of have probably an idea of about their age range, but I'm fairly protective when it comes to the kids and the family and everything. So the basic sense is that most of you know that they're younger. You've heard their voices, you've seen their hands, but specifics I never go too much into. Sound of Music I do love it. Like Julie Andrews is fantastic. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, I forgot about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Right? Blender equals let's, right? You can see just how much it changes when I add it to it. I was afraid of getting snatched. Oh, I forgot about him. Oh yeah, that guy's creepy. Ooh, yeah, we might hold off on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang for a little bit. But I like the songs though. Oh, you Pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. Hi ho, everywhere we go, and chitty chitty bang bang. It's so good. Bed knobs and broomsticks. I remember that one vaguely, but I couldn't tell you the premise. I don't know, maybe I shelter my children too much, but I figure I got one job and they're only young once. So I'm gonna hold on to that little bit of innocence for them for as long as possible, you know? They'll get old enough at some point and we'll start introducing the other shows, but I'm like, nah, I'm okay with taking it slow and easing my way in and, you know, enjoying this time with them. Yeah, he was cute. Charlotte's Web. Okay, so I have the book, but oh my gosh, the feels for Charlotte. Like, it's just like, oh. Yeah, this is pretty rough. We're gonna smooth a lot of this out here, but what I wanna do is get this mapped in so that I can start pressing a little bit harder to get the sky blue light in. So now I'm gonna grab this. Yes, we've done Finding Nemo and the second one. They do like Finding Nemo, but it was a little bit of feels with Dory and her situation. Yeah, they really don't. They really don't. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I might be too picky, and I also kind of let them decide as well. Every now and then, like, you know, I'll be like, you know, let's go ahead and watch this. I think you guys would like it. And they're like, well, okay. And we'll roll with it. But okay, so I'm using the sky blue light now to go over a lot of these sections. And so it's going to lighten it up quite a bit. But we will add more where it needs to be added. So a lot of the details, it's kind of gone a little bit, but you're getting just this kind of soft, kind of curved variation in color here that shows that there is a design of sorts on the dress. And I'm pressing pretty hard right now. Like, you can tell the way I'm holding it. You see how my fingers are kind of white and I've got it pressed into here. That kind of gives you an idea just how hard I'm pressing. Pete's Dragon, I have not. Hi, Patricia. Dumbo. That's the other thing. Oh, Swiss Family Robinson. So I thought about Swiss Family Robin. I actually saw that one recently, but then there's the scene at the very end with the pirates and like where guys are like getting killed, I suppose. You know, it's pretty PG. But we're getting close to that one, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. Pippi Longstockings, right? See, and I need to, hi, Christine. I know I need to start introducing them to more of them because the fact of the matter is the world is not all, you know, roses and daisies and rainbows and all kinds of stuff. So eventually they need to become more aware that there are kids that, you know, don't have, you know, a perfect, you know, home life and, you know, maybe, you know, parents who don't love them or hardships or whatever else. And I think that, you know, a slow introduction to movies that express that in a, you know, in a safe environment, I think is good on a certain level so that they can start to kind of understand that the world is bigger than just the world that they see. I love it, Patricia. Oh, Pollyanna. Oh, I do love Pollyanna. She was a bit of a troublemaker, but you know, she had a bit of a rough life. Poor Pippi. Okay, so we've got this little white area here that's standing out a little bit too much. So we're gonna work on this just a little bit. Like I said, when I'm doing things like this, I go back and forth quite a bit. So this darker part here, I want to make sure this is nice and dark and stands out. You know, since I've used the blender, we are limited to the amount of layers that we can do. Let's see, what did Ev say? Yeah, Pollyanna. Pollyanna's great. Oh, is it really? Yeah, see, I love that Disney is something that we can stream a lot of the classic movies. We did try just briefly, we did try Star Wars. You know, we debated really back and forth and we're like, let's just give it a shot. I mean, the very first one is pretty, you know, yeah, I mean, guys get shots with lasers and stuff, but you don't ever actually see anything. But we didn't get very far to it. Like Luke didn't even go to the part where he went off with, like, we didn't get to Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Like, we stopped at that point. And part of the reason was the pace of the movie was just too slow for them, and they were getting distracted and running around. We're like, yeah, we're not ready for this one yet. So we're gonna we're gonna try Star Wars again in a couple years. But Steve and I are big Star Wars fans, so part of us really want them to enjoy it. So we want it to be a positive experience when we introduce it. Hi, Catherine, how are you? Wait, who? Oh, do you think she has shoulder pads? She might. I'm definitely coloring it in a way that makes it look like she has shoulder pads. The Gnome-mobile. Oh, I forgot about the Gnome-mobile. The Gnome-mobile, the Gnome-mobile, riding along in the Gnome-mobile. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Okay, I want to watch that myself. Does anybody know? Someone find, where can I watch the Gnome-mobile? I want to watch the Gnome-mobile now. That has to be Disney, right? I mean, because I'm pretty sure that was a Disney one. The Gnome-mobile, riding along in the Gnome-mobile. So good. It took me watching that movie several times to catch Uncle Owen and Upper. Oh no! Yeah. Like Disney came out with a lot of, they were probably straight to movie, VHS, whatever, movies. But the Gnome-mobile is a really, when was that done? That had to have been done in, what, the 60s? No, that can't be right. Maybe the 70s. But it's one of those obscure things that you probably only watch like in your family, and then you're like, well, I don't know. You didn't see Star Wars until you were 12. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna need to wait a little bit longer. I think part of us like really wants to be able to show it to them and experience that with them, but I don't think that Star Wars is something that we can rush, especially like things like with The Mandalorian out now. Like, yeah, we're definitely not ready for that one. 1967, okay. Yeah, the Gnome-mobile, as in gnome, so Gnome, as in, you know, like a garden gnome, but it's actual gnomes. It's super cute. Like think, I'm trying to, is Haley Mills in that one? It's kind of like right up there with, what's that one? Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It's kind of right up there with almost that style. Like there's just this niche amount of Disney movies that got put out that are just like weird and random, but also like if you watch them as a kid, like you have warm fuzzy feelings about them. Oh yes, we've gone all through all the Toy Stories. We've gone through all the Toy Stories. They haven't expressed any desire to see the new Lightyear movie though, so I'm not sure. Yes, exactly. A good one. Good versus evil. I agree. I just want to find the right ones for them, you know? But little Emily is getting old enough that she has now like shown more interest in seeing other movies. It's not just like a complete like, no, I've never seen that song. It's kind of like when they refuse to try new foods because they've never tried them before. Like that's kind of where we're at, and we're slowly starting to like come out from it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the blender just a little bit more and kind of smooth out, make sure I've got all that tooth kind of flatten out a little bit. I know this just looks like a big old mess, but sometimes when you want to build up the layers like this, it just takes a little bit, and you know, you just go section by section. Hi, Renee, thank you. Yes, okay, so funny story actually. Yeah. Shrek is cute. I think we did Shrek. Monsters Inc. We haven't seen Monsters University. In fact, I haven't even watched it, but we did do Monsters Inc. And they were a little on the fence because they were concerned about the monsters. But they did find it funny. But here's the thing. We were doing something, might have been today or yesterday or something, and little Steve came in and told me, he said, Mommy, if you see a sock hanging out of my dresser, leave it there. And I'm just like, why are you like leaving socks there? Like, does it need to be washed? Does it need to be fixed? Is there something wrong with the sock? And he's like, no, that's how you keep away the monsters. And I'm like, what do you mean the sock keeps away monsters, hon? And he's just like, on Monsters Inc., the sock, they all were scared of the sock. And I realized it was because of Monsters Inc. And I was like, oh, okay, we'll leave all the socks out. Yeah, I think so, Kelly. I think so. But yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. I had no idea. This has literally been, the apple dumpling gang. Tammy, I forgot about that one. That is literally, hi, Patty. It has literally been like weeks, like maybe a month since we've seen Monsters, Inc. Like, and they haven't mentioned like anything about it. So the other day, it was just like out of the blue. He was like, no, we need to have these socks here because they keep the monsters away. I'm like, okay, well, all right, that's fine. We can keep the monsters away with socks, whatever works, bud. Oh, I think, did we see that one? I know we talked about it. I think we might have seen it. Yeah, I think we watched it once. And I thought it was pretty funny if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think we went into that one slowly because it is all about the feelings and everything. Exactly. And that's what I was trying to show them, because you kind of learn in the end that, you know, the monsters are cute. They're not scary. I'm gonna zoom out for a little bit because I want to see how this looks as a whole. Okay, see, I'm liking that. I think once we get her whole dress done, I think that will look really nice. I just need to make sure that I don't make that highlight disappear on accident, because I think using such dark colors, it's very possible. I do want to add, I think, a little bit more black. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank you. Sometimes it helps, like, I know I can see it here, but even like when I was in college and at art school, like they always said, if you're working on a painting, like take a step back for a moment, look back at it from afar, and it'll give you like a little bit better idea. When you're so up close, it's easy to have like tunnel vision and not like how something is looking. But if you know, I physically zoom out and then look at the computer, it allows me to see it kind of with a different perspective a little bit and kind of realize, okay, I think I need something here, or this is good here, or whatever else. So if you're ever struggling, just take a moment and step away and look at it from far away. It really helps. There's a few things that I still utilize from art school. Not much, but there's a few. All right, we're gonna go a little bit darker here, a little bit more with the black. And look at me, who even am I? I'm embracing black, like, shh. Who is this girl? Brother Bear. We haven't done Brother Bear. It's been a long time since I've seen Brother Bear. That one was ages ago. I do enjoy that little Emily is starting to branch out in her tastes a little bit more. I think it's broadening her horizons, and I think it's helping to approach some subjects that maybe we haven't talked about too much, like just relationships in general. Like we've talked some about it and everything, but I think this is introducing a little bit more, you know, like what a crush actually means, or, you know, that you are a boyfriend and girlfriend before you get married, like that kind of thing. Unless you have, you know, like an arranged marriage, but, you know, which, you know, in some countries that's still a thing, but I don't plan on arranging her marriage. So I feel like we should probably talk about these things a little bit more. No, wait, did I say Monday about something? Because I did that the other night and I didn't mean to. But no, Mondays are probably going to stay off for now, just because one, with the kids home now from school, like work has picked up, and I have a bunch of projects on the side that I'm working on. And I just need that extra time. And the kids, like Mondays are just like pure chaos for us with appointments and everything else. So by the time Monday night rolls around, I'm like, can I just sit and stare at the wall for a little while? So I don't foresee Mondays coming back anytime soon. But I do have some plans for, you know, other videos. And like I said, we're going to be doing some giveaways. So there won't be, I mean, I guess technically there'll be less content because it's less live streams, but there won't be less content in the sense of things to watch. So I'm just alternating back and forth between the cobalt turquoise, the sky blue light, and the black at the moment. That is all I am using. So if you're trying to keep track, you know, light, green, black. No, yeah, I guess there was some confusion last week. I actually got a couple messages. People are asking like, so are you going to do that? But part of it was that was my own mistake. I misspoke when I was closing out one of the other nights, and I said Monday, and everybody was like, wait, Monday? And I'm like, oh no, not Monday. Plus, those of you that have been here a while know that it is incredibly easy for me to trip over my words. So that's why I have my mods to make sure I'm not giving any false information. Plus, I feel like I actually, you know, have things to talk to you guys about when I see you on Wednesdays and Fridays. I give time for things to actually happen. Not that a ton happens. You know, clean the hamster's habitat the other night. That was exciting. You know me, I like to party and live on the edge, cleaning up hamster poop. That's my idea of a Friday night. No, I'm kidding. No, Friday nights are with you guys. Wednesday nights are hamster poop nights. Also, how many times can I say poop before everybody gets really uncomfortable? Today is Friday. Yes, words are incredibly hard sometimes. Exclamation point words. That's why we got the command for it. It's words are a little bit challenging sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean absolutely all the time. Right, Allie? We all talk about poop. Oh no. Okay, I'm done now. I'm done. This is what happens when I hang out with small children all day. Like, you know, the poop jokes, they just keep rolling. I need to reel it in a little bit. I apologize. It's not, well, okay, for her it's Saturday. All right, so we're gonna use the cobalt turquoise. Whispers, it's Saturday. Okay, well, for those of you on the side of the, all right, in that case, is there anything exciting happening on Saturday? Anything I should know about? Did we land on the moon again? Are jetpacks invented yet? Wash the turtles. Wait, well, I guess I've never owned turtles before. I assume they kind of, well, I guess it's not like they can reach and clean themselves. I suppose you would have to wash your turtles. Interesting. But I mean, if they're in water, doesn't that wash them themselves? I don't know much about turtle ownage. Oh, no, Allie. I bet they picked up on that one real fast. Yeah, I have just... Sometimes, like, I was talking with another adult the other day, which is, I say adult because, like, that's a rare thing, you know? Like, I see another parent or another, you know, mom friend of mine, and it's like just word vomit. Like, I just want to get out everything right away because I've only been talking to small people all day. But consequently, I will trip over my words and literally, like, I'll try to put out a sentence and it'll just and then I speak a little bit of gibberish for a while, and then we all have a good laugh and then hopefully move on. Oh, good, Allie. They tend to be rather understanding of those points. That's good stuff. Oh boy, yeah. Me and words. We have a very complicated relationship. Some days are good. Some days are not so good. Ah, okay, that makes more sense. I was imagining, like, how does a turtle groom itself? Like, it can't really reach itself. Like, I don't know. Yes, tell us your Saturday fortune. What exciting things have happened? Thank you, Kenny. What, and any news we should know? Are there any new inventions? You're in the future. All right, let's go ahead and add our cobalt turquoise again. After we work on this section, we'll move over to the crystal because I want to make sure we can get to that. Also, when you're using such dark colors and pressing a lot, you can get a lot of pencil dust, so don't be afraid to kind of sweep everything away to make sure it is all good to go on there. Now, I do plan on doing a background on this section here. I was thinking about doing like kind of a cloudy, since we're going with like a darker outfit and she's kind of like obscure. I was thinking a dark background would really just kind of make everything pop. So that is what I'm leaning towards. Now this has more of the blue, so I need to make sure I maybe don't encroach as much of the black as I have before. Ooh, that'd be cool. Oh, that's funny, Bonnie. What is it currently? For me here, it is currently 89 degrees. Tomorrow is going to be, wow, it's only going to be 97. And then 101, 101, 99, 100, 102, 104, 103, 104. I'm amazed my plants are surviving. Like, it is Well, dang, man, 97 tomorrow. We gotta get out and party. Oh no, Deborah. You know, Deborah, I took an accidental nap today, so. Down to 77, nice. All right, so we're gonna use a little bit more black in here. I don't think I'm quite ready. As much as I wanna use the blender now, I think I need to get a little bit more of this mapped out. So we're gonna add a little bit more black here. I wanna make sure that these blue highlights stand out the most here because this is where it's gonna be pretty light in comparison to the rest of it. So we're going to lay down some of this black here to make sure that we can kind of shape the kind of embossed little designs. Okay. Now there's nothing that says that you couldn't do like a gold kind of gel pen, a gold foiling on all of these designs. But for me, this is just kind of what I saw in my head with sort of the embossed, sort of raised design, but yet all the same color. How would they actually design a dress like that? I have no idea. Aw, thanks, Deborah. 17 degrees Celsius. That's cold, right? Because like 30 is when it's like about our temperature, if I remember correctly. My quick temperature conversion in my head. 74 here, 70 Saturday, and only 60s on Sunday. Oh, that's nice. This just does like remind me a little bit of, that's good. Like I could use a crown too. That way everyone knows who I'm trying to mess with. I love it. Hi, Angela. Been lurking at 7.9 Celsius on Saturday. Oh, so that's right. New Zealand. You guys are in your winter. You guys are in your winter. Do you ever get snow there? Does it ever get cold enough for snow? See, I feel like I need to come to like Australia and New Zealand and just like escape the summer altogether. Like I just need a summer home in Australia. It'd be wonderful. Okay, let's go and use our blender so we can get a little bit of an idea how strong this is, and then we will layer on our other colors. 32 degrees Fahrenheit equals 0 Celsius. Okay, it's cold. Well, wait a minute. What did you say it was? You said it was 17, so 7.9 Celsius. Heavy jeans, long sleeve shirt in the morning, shorts, tank top in the afternoon, furnace comes on at night. That's hilarious. Oh, that's awesome, Angela. See, when I think like Australia, New Zealand, like I just think hot, but you forget, or at least I forget, that, you know, it has its fair share of different climates. See, this is such a stark difference with the blue being on the right-hand side of that sleeve and then it being so dark here. But I think that it will look the way it's supposed to once we get the blue highlights going over here. So we're just using our blender on all of these places here. I know some people don't sharpen their blenders, but I like to do that for mine, especially when I'm working in these kind of areas, because I never like the blender to go where it shouldn't go. So for instance, actually, this is a good example. I'll lift this up here so you can see. So I used the blender when I did her hair. I'm gonna get this in focus here. Okay, do you see, sorry, my hands are a little shaky here. Do you see this white line right here? So that is coming up white because that is where I used the blender previously when I did the hair. So if you use the blender on plain like blank paper, like when there's like over here, when I color on top of it, it's gonna leave kind of like a weird section on it. 4 hours away from the snow mountains. In fact, it's been snowing there late some of the, see, I just need to come visit you. Celine, I'm gonna come visit you and I'm gonna hang out in the snow and steer clear of this like 104-degree weather. If you're cool with that. I'm just grab a sleeping bag, bring the family, and we're all just gonna hang out at your place. It's cool. I am down with that. Plus, I've never been to Australia, so there's that. Just hang out, we'll color, and enjoy the cooler weather. You see how different that looks? But that's why I like to map in where the blend, you know, where the blender is and everything, so I can get a better idea of what I've got, and then I can kind of start layering things on a little bit more. So it looks funky now, but we'll get there. We'll get there. See, that sounds beautiful, Della. Yay, okay, sweet. Oh no. Oh, that's right. Don't you have some pencils that are like still missing? Right, Pam? We'll just have like an Australian get together. Steve won't mind. I'll let him know. I'll be like, all right, Steve, we need to book a couple tickets. All right, so now we're going to use the black again. And I'm going to start to go over some of these areas that I want to make sure are nice and dark. But it's hard to like add the pressure that I want when I don't know entirely what it's going to look like. So that's why I like to map in the blender. So now we're just going to be going back and forth between the black, the cobalt turquoise, the pale blue light, and we'll use a little bit of blender too. Use just a little bit of black on this sleeve here. It's not too stark of a difference, because the shoulder is like furthest away from the glow. We might add a little bit. Nice thing with Prismas too is that they're really forgiving. So like I can press harder here and bring that glow up just a little bit more. It's one of the reasons I chose these pencils for it. You sent them in March? Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Okay. Here we go. Well, I had this package that I had shipped and it like totally got lost in Houston. So I had to call the company and they're like, yeah, that should have been here by now. So they sent me a replacement, but I was like, oh, okay, that works, I guess. All right, so we're bringing that right up along the line there. Okay. Bring in some of this. Then we're going to lay down some more cobalt turquoise, and then we will go in with our sky blue light and kind of smooth everything out, get everything kind of even. Oh, how funny. What does the tracking say is going on with it? Is it just like stuck at customs, or is it like legitimately lost, or do you have any tracking for it because it's overseas? I'll be curious to know when it finally gets there. Like I wish there was like, you could have like a little tiny camera with it so you could know its story and know what happened to it and where everything ended up at. Of course, I kind of wish I had that with like all packages, because the rate that mine like, I just like hardly ship anything to my house these days because it's just like, well, this is questionable. Okay. So now we're using the cobalt turquoise. I haven't tried the watercolor brutes. No, I do have the regular brutes, but not the watercolor ones. How do you like them? Or have you tried them, or are you just seeing if I had tried them? Okay, so we're gonna map in with this. Like I said, I wanna leave a good portion of this for that blue. And when I put that over the top of it, that'll kind of even things out a little bit. Okay, this needs to go here. Well, it's there. Okay, we are almost ready for that sky blue light. Like, I know it just looks crazy now, but it'll smooth out. It'll get nice and smooth like this one. Let's see. They said that the address was incomplete, so we figured out we had the wrong zip code. I don't know. I wouldn't. Oh, gotcha. So there are two places I would send you to check those out. One, Shannon, I know you do brutes, but I don't know if you had watercolors. Or go check out Colorfully Optimistic. She's been doing loads of watercolor stuff, and there's a good chance that she's probably checked out those. I know she's done a lot of them. Shipping company told Celine they'd be able to find the pencils. Did you lose them? Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, dropped a hair on there. For this dress, yes, we are using, I haven't even used white on this actually. So yeah, for the dress, it's just the black, the cobalt turquoise, and the sky blue light, plus the blender. I do not actually have that one. I think I saw, let's see, Rita Berman. Who was the name of the illustrator of what Tanya was coloring today? I reckon it was like the Europa one. But no, I don't have any Rita Berman ones. Okay, so because this is a longer tip, I'm coloring more straight up and down. Now, some of these areas where I used the blender before, like right along this edge here, I don't know if you can see. Well, yeah, you can kind of see it. You see this little white section right here? That's where I did blender before. So once we have all of this mapped in, not mapped in, that's not the word I want to use anymore. Once we have all of the sky blue light in, then we're going to go back over with some touch-ups with the, oh, that's Rita Berman. Okay. You do have the others. Okay. I got a Pepin Artist coloring book, 1960s, some really heavy, nice paper. Had trouble getting the right pencils to work. Finally found Derwent Artist. Oh, very nice. Oh, no. Well, hopefully that finally gets squared away. That's not cool. Don't you just love postage like that? I swear, sometimes it feels like people who carry mail like hold us hostage sometimes. It's like, well, nah, I lost it. In fact, I've been intrigued. I know I've talked to you guys about Nerdy Crafter before. I didn't know this was a thing, but she's been doing unboxings where she unboxes, I guess there's places in the US where you can go and purchase like undelivered mail. I have no confirmation for that whatsoever, but she's been getting these boxes that is apparently like undelivered mail, and she's been doing that. And I had no idea that was a thing. Like, how many times do things get undelivered? Like I didn't even realize that was as big of an issue, because I just assumed like, okay, well, if you can't deliver it, you return to sender, right? Isn't that what you do? Yeah, Europa's. It seems really popular. Said that the address could not be found. Oh my gosh. Don't you love that? But yeah, I had no idea that that was a thing. So it's been a little fascinating watching it. She's gotten a few interesting items, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, I'm gonna turn this a little bit. I know I'm kind of going back and forth here, but I wanna be able to press down nice and hard without breaking this lid, the lead on here. I'm gonna jinx it though, because we haven't broken any, and I'm totally gonna do it now because I've said that we haven't broken any. But I'm pressing pretty hard. You can see, like I said, the way I hold it, you can see I'm white here, like though it's white here, so you can see I'm pressing it pretty hard. Right, Celine? Exactly. You'd think. The trick is to get this side to look just as nice as the other side did. We're getting there though, we're getting there. There we go. Okay, right up in here. You know, it kind of moves it around. Like Prismacolors are just like great in that way that they're very smooshy. What does Corey call them? Her smush babies? Very much so. Okay. Here we go. All right, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Oh no, Christine. Okay, we're gonna use a little bit of the black now. Go around the hair strand just a little bit. As much as like oh, thank you, Deborah. Exclamation point hype in chat for Deborah. Appreciate you. Use those handy dandy hype emotes. What did I miss up top? What'd that say? Still trying to get the whole collection of Hannah Carlson books ever since Christina got me the book of postcards. Oh, that's awesome. They're good books. Oh, nice, Christine. Of the Prisma Life. Let me know how you like them. Where did you end up finding them? Were they online or where'd you get them? And Catherine did indeed send me some pictures of all those Charisma colors, and they are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pencils. I think the ends of the Charismas are really interesting just because they have that slight kind of cut to them. But it's those kind of details that shows you that way back when, like the quality of them, there was a reason that they were priced as high as they were because of the details that they put into it. It's Eve. Ah, okay, okay. All right, so we're gonna use the cobalt turquoise now. See, and if this ends up looking a little bit different, I'll go back over and I'll add a little bit more to the sleeve as well. What time is it? 9:59. I wanna make sure that we get in some of this crystal too, so we're gonna finish this part of the bodice and then we are gonna move on to another section. Now I have a question, because we've been leaving these pages to, you know, only a couple days on them. Did we want to do something else on Wednesday, or did we want to save Wednesday for the background and the edging? What would you like to do? I will not be offended in any way, shape, or form if you guys want to do something else. Absolutely not. The next one we have planned, I know we're going to be using Black Widows. I still have my sticky note up here because this was supposed to be Black Widows, and honestly, I forgot. I'll have to pick a page that will go with it. See, that's amazing, Christina. That's amazing. I love it. Absolutely, Christine. All right, so we're going to do this one here. Then we're going to go in with that sky blue light again. Okay. There we go. Steve's dream. Oh my gosh. Finish it. Okay, that's one for finish it. One for something else. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Okay, and I'm gonna make it easy since you're all here. Okay, so Wednesday stream. I'm gonna do finish it, or next page. Okay, there you go. We'll do a poll, all right? Do I color when not streaming? When I have the time. When I have the time, which is not always, but this one in particular, I'm really excited about, so I definitely want to finish this one. All right, I'm going to use the blender a little bit. So this one most definitely will get finished. It's just a matter of, you know, I don't want to use the blender. It's just a matter of, would people prefer that I do it so that they can see it, or will they just want to see the end result? That is what I am curious about, because I don't want to like cheat y'all of, you know, like, oh, but I really wanted to see the end kind of thing. Or if like, well, this is fun, but let's move on to something else, which is just fine. I totally get it. Okay, so we're using the sky blue light. I'm gonna smoothen the last of this out. And also, when you're doing colors this dark and you're smushing them this much, keep in mind whether you're right-handed or left-handed. So I'm right-handed, so it's a good idea to go from right to left so you're not dragging your hand through it and moving the pigment through. So we got some pink that's getting overlapped on here, but I think it's okay. It's getting there. It's getting there close. I mean, obviously I need to do the rest of her dress. Oh, that teal. Sorry, I'm looking at it far away now, and that teal is looking really nice. Obviously, we still need to finish her dress, and the thing that would take up the most would probably be the background, and that's the only thing left that we won't have touched on. Okay. All right, I want to add a little bit more. I feel like this needs to be, we're going to press harder. This needs to have a little bit more of the light blue to it. This is why, you know, if you're pressing really hard like this, like make sure that you don't have a super fine point. Otherwise, it most definitely will snap. So the only part left that maybe you all wouldn't have seen would be the background. Like I said, I think I want to do some sort of like cloud on it, like darker kind of cloud. I think that would look really nice. How yet, I'm not entirely sure, or what I want to use for it, but I think it would look cool if we did that. Okay, these little things here, they're going to get the little blue highlight. This is going to have just a little bit of blue highlight to it. Okay, let's see. Let's do a little bit there. It's like two completely different shapes there, but you know what? We're rolling with it. A little bit there. I'll look up in chat here in just a second. Here we go. I like that. See, now this is a little bit more vibrant than this. So I think what we'll do now is we'll go in with our cobalt turquoise and just try and even out the vibrancy just a little bit. I'll look up here in just a second. Go into focus mode just a little bit. Let's see. What I miss? Want to see me? Yes, the crystal's gonna be next for sure. Gelatos or King Arts, that'd be good. Oh, sounds good, Kara. Oh no, Bonnie. That's awesome, Christine. Okay. Now we're gonna use a little bit of the sky blue light. Honestly, the sky blue light is probably my favorite of the blues. Okay. All right, so that is gonna be what the rest of her dress looks like. I'm not gonna lie, I really like how that's turning out. I think that's so pretty. I'm loving that. Okay, so the moment you've all been waiting for, we're gonna scroll on over here. Scroll over. Guys, you ever do that? Like I've been drawing, like when I draw with, you know, just pen and paper, and I'll go to the paper and I'll go like this. Like I'm trying to zoom in on my iPad. It's a little sad. All right, let's go ahead and zoom on in. Okay, so here is kind of what I've had in my head. Thanks, Kenny. Yeah, I'm glad that I honestly, teal was not in my head when we started this. So we have drawn in kind of a blue glow on her neck, her face, her hands, her dress, her hair, all of that. There'll be a blue glow on this branch as well. Ah, thank you. Yeah, scroll. It's exactly it. I live in my head is like translates everything in computer mode. So this is going to be a blue crystal that will have the glow coming off. So for our blue colors for the crystal, thank you. For the blue colors for the crystal, we are going to be utilizing the sky blue light because that's the glow we've been using. Definitely the non-photo blue. And then I'm thinking true blue and indigo blue are all just really strong, vibrant blues that I think would be really nice. Now, indigo blue, I know I'm running a little low on. Let me see what I have. I checked when I was at the art store last and they did not have a replacement for it. I need to get one. I was hoping they had one. I was like, come on, Hobby Lobby, you're letting me down. Is this an indigo? No, that's cool gray. Did I put it back in? Hang on. This is what happens when I don't put my pencils away. No, Steve, not Phthalo blue. 48 light fast pencils overall. Okay, very cool. All right, let's see here. My head's probably gonna get in camera, but that's okay. All right, Copenhagen light, that's violet. Usually I can just eyeball it, like I know what it looks like. Is this one it? Nope, that's dioxazine purple hue. Let's see, this one is all the greens. That's peacock blue is pretty. Indian throne blue is also good. Aha, indigo. See, itty bitty teeny tiny. I think we can make it work though. Yeah, wrong set. All right, and then what was the other one I said? I said true blue. That is number 903. That's 103. Let's see, it's next to denim blue and electric blue. I must have it out. Okay. Prismacolor was going to end open stock. There is something like that. I'm trying to remember. Ah, true blue, here we go. I think it's just move my mouse and close my browser. Oh no! It's something specific. Like it's not truly ending, but it's like in some specific places. I'm not sure. It's something. Okay. Gosh, I really like the way that teal worked out. That's really pretty on her. Oh my gosh, this page is going to end up so pretty. It's been a long time since, like, I like my pages, obviously, but you know, I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, that's kind of cool, but I'm really excited about this one. All right, we're going to give this a nice sharp point. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Like, I can barely, you know, there, he has a nose now. Okay. Yoink. Little bitty nose just sticking out here. Shrink. There we go. All right, we're gonna give this a quick sharpen. There we go. And then sky blue light. Oof. You're gonna sharpen them? Let me know. I'd be so nervous. But I mean, what are pencils for except if not to use them and have fun with them, right? Okay, and I brush this off. A lot of pencil dust around here trying to keep it. But that's why I like every now and then I may be sweeping and it looks like I'm not doing anything, but it's specifically for that reason. All right, we're gonna lighten that just a little bit. Okay, so let me think. We've got here, so we see that there's a little line here, which means that the crystal is mildly see-through. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little bit of indigo. We're gonna go slowly on this. Crystals can be complicated, and I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, that I'm a genius at crystals. I'm really not. I kind of just wing it and hope it looks good. Jennifer Zimmerman is really good with crystals, and obviously Lisa Matrakan too. But yeah, I just sort of roll with it. I am by no means an expert in crystal coloring, but we're gonna make it work. I kind of try to follow with what the artist has done. Okay, we're gonna use a little bit of indigo to reinforce that little kind of almost invisible line that she did. Okay, let's see, am I close as I can get? Yeah, that's as close as we're going to get. Okay. All right, what did I miss? Starting to fade. I started my day at 4:30 a.m. with a video chat. Oh my goodness. Yes, get some sleep, hon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Lovely lady. Go get some rest. Enjoy your weekend. Okay, so we're using indigo here. Thank you so much for being here. All right, now we're gonna go in with, looks like Groot. I could see that. All right, we're gonna use a little bit of true blue here. Just a little bit. I don't wanna go too heavy. Okay. Just a bit. Because we're also going to create a little bit of blue on the back. I'm going to map some of that in because when we do our clouds, we want to make sure that the area of the clouds behind it is also going to be affected by the blue. Of course, that's always good. Ev, are you still planning that trip? I can't remember if that ever was able to figure out. I know there was like some question about whether or not you were going to be able to get the time from work. Okay, so I'm using non-photo blue now. Okay. All right, now I want to go in with my sky blue light and I'm going to go over everything and then we'll use some extra white on it where we need to. April 2022. Wait. It got moved to April 2022? But that was 2 months ago. Do you mean April 2023? All right, so we're going to use sky blue light over the top of that. It's going to be pretty blue. We're definitely going to add in some white here. I might leave a little off the edge so I can bring in some of that white. There we go. Okay, let's use our white. I was gonna say, if so, we heard nothing about the trip. I've threatened my life if I don't come. Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Still, I'm so excited for you. That's gonna be such an awesome trip. All right, I'm gonna use the white. Nothing? You saw nothing? I just, I knew Ev was headed out soon. I had to get in one snap just for her. All right, so I'm gonna press harder with the white, especially on the edges of the crystal. We may end up using some gel pen to make some of these edges pop a little bit. There it is. Oh, fun, Ev. What snap? I didn't hear a snap. Exactly. No snap here. There we go. Want it to be nice and light, but I think we are going to bring in some highlights here. Go. Let's get some of this dust off. I feel like we need a little bit more darkness. I know it. I know it. I was just like, if Ev's heading out, we gotta get that snap in. Okay. Here we go. Because we went over with blah, blah, blah. I totally tripped over that. Because we went over with the white, we can kind of reinforce some of these lines now with the indigo so that they look more like blue lines than they are black lines. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Ev. Okay. Do a little bit there. We need a little bit more. Told you, I'm not an expert in crystals. I'm just sort of winging it. And if I see something that I don't like, I just shift it a little bit. Let's grab our white here. But we definitely need some. I'm gonna grab, let's see, what do I have here? Pasta? Is pasta what we want? Let's see. I don't want to grab oh, what's this white pen? I could try one of these. I got some of these a while back. Let's see. Let's see. Good night, Loretta. Thanks for being here. Hang on one second. It is not a Posca. This one is a pen touch pen. So I've been reviewing some of the upgrade ones, and in the last upgrade one I got these, and I really liked them. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, I have a silver one too. That could be fun. Of course. Thanks for being here, Loretta. I don't know if it's gonna cooperate tonight. Like, it does a little bit. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. But see, it's just not quite as bright white as I would like. I don't know if it's just because I'm not shaking it up enough. I wanted to try something different, but... Oh yes, and happy birthday, Loretta! Everyone tell Loretta happy birthday! Yeah, I'm not feeling this pen. Maybe it's just that one. Let me try. Let's see, do I have any of the others open? No, I don't. Let's see the silver. No, that's gonna be too gray. I don't want to do that one either. Hang on. I've got all these pens behind me. I just want to find the right one I want to utilize. Hang on, I just need to prime these. Give me a second. I have a bunch of them in a drawer and I never know which ones I've used already. Come on. Probably just need to be patient, let it flow down. I've got cranky pens tonight, that's for sure. Need to make some scratch pads. If you guys could just do what you're supposed to do, that would be wonderful. Thank you. I will say, like, I like the Arteza markers, but it's like they're not all consistent. Like these, it's these, the acrylic markers. The colors all work fine, but not all of the white ones seem to be created equal. I tested them out before and they seemed fine. It could just be because they've been sitting for a while, but they are giving me problems tonight. All right, what else do I want to, let's see. The problem is I don't actually know. Try to see if I've got any in this Posca. So I'm this professional streamer over here that doesn't have any working white pens. Hang on, I've got one over here I'm gonna grab. Because they're all being cranky. Got cranky pants pens. That's what they are. I think my other white Posca is downstairs because I used it to write on rocks for the kids. Okay. Problem is this one's like almost empty. So all right, that is the closest to like bright white that we're gonna get, I think. All right, let's go ahead and try. Oh, that's about to need it to like glob all over the paper. Okay, you gonna work for me? Okay, I like that better. We need to get in some of these white streaks. That helps. It's supposed to be a glowy crystal, and it doesn't help if it's not glowy. They're all testy. I'm telling you, like I have struggled so much with white. When I think I finally found one that isn't gonna be all picky on me, but no. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to grab the non-photo blue and just very lightly, because I don't want this to be too bright. Okay. Doing just a little bit of blue around it. Like I said, once everything else gets laid down and you see the glow, like all the glow on her face and clothes and skin will all make sense, right? Now I've got to like, thing of it is like I put a bunch of these, when I reorganized it all, like they have their own drawer, white acrylic markers, and they all worked when I put them in here. So what I need to do is I just need to sit down and pull them out and be like, all right, are you going to work or are you not going to work? So it's those ones with the big ones. I just need to figure out what they are. Because sometimes it just takes a little bit of shaking them, but I don't have, 10 minutes to spend with you all while I just shake all my markers. A Sharpie white acrylic pen? Hang on. Sharpie white acrylic. I'm gonna look that one up. I haven't heard of that one before, and I'm always down with trying out more of those. See, and now that we have the blue on the outside, I'll probably do a little bit more white on the edge of the crystal. Go. All right. Yeah, well, it was like a 12 pack. Well, I wrote down here, Sharpie white acrylic. If I have it written down, then I'll remember it. If I don't write it down, once stream is off and the camera and everything is off, like I will just be, oh, they can be oil. Okay. It's a white paint pen. Is it still Sharpie brand though? Because Sharpie's generally pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to use the sky blue light. I know it looks like a lot of blue here, but we're also going to do white on top of this. So, because I just want it to be a glow. I don't want it to be, this big blue splotch behind it. But we are going to bring it all the way to the edge of her. This nail didn't get quite finished. I need to add a little bit more color to that. There's always little fine-tuned things that I see as I color that I know I want to change. I am going to connect this all the way to her hair though, for the initial glow. And like I said, these branches are going to get the glow as well. Okay. I think I want a little bit more of that blue. Okay. Bring that on out. Best luck with Posca white. See, I've got some whites. It's just so picky. Or sparkle glitter. I do like sparkle glitter. Okay, let's go ahead and kind of I don't want to make it stand out too much. We're going to use a little bit more of the, oh wait, that's true blue, not that. I want the non-photo blue. Good thing I was doing that lightly. Okay, do a little bit more of it. But then I also have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll see. I'm just using the non-photo blue right now. I still need to do the casing on the outside of the crystal. I'm thinking like a silver is probably going to be the best for it. Okay, then we're going to use the sky blue light again. And I'm going to try something here. It may work, it may not. I know we're closing in on 10:30, but I want to get this glow and stuff done for y'all. Lincoln Discord. Oh, okay, cool. The Signo white gel pen. Ooh, okay. See, gel pens are so fickle with me too. All right, we're going to sharpen this. Well, are we going to sharpen it? Maybe not. Let's go ahead and... Okay, let's go ahead and use our white over the top because I don't want to use the blender. I don't want this to get too vibrant behind it. But we're going to use our white. We're going to see how that looks. Okay. We're gonna give this a quick sharpen. Most likely we'll snap it. Look out, she has an idea. Versus Arteza. Yeah, as much as I love Arteza, there have been a few select products that I have struggled with. You know, nothing is perfect. You know, some of you even like the top. Told you it was gonna snap. I told you it was gonna. I said it, and it happened. Hang on, I wanna grab my X-Acto knife because I've got this little like, you see how like this wood is so much taller and this is so much lower? That drives me crazy. I do not like an uneven sharpen. I'm just gonna very carefully. If I chop off a finger with this X-Acto knife on stream, I apologize for the trauma I've just brought on all of you. But I must shave the wood. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is so gonna snap. This is so gonna snap. It's gonna snap. It will. I'm calling it now. Look at how wonky this is. It's gonna be a miracle if this doesn't, there you go. If this doesn't snap, this is gonna be a miracle. I'm not gonna treat it any differently than what I do when otherwise. Okay, it hasn't snapped yet. I'm actually really shocked. I was gonna say, get those snap emojis ready, but I don't know. It's almost like it wants to prove me wrong. Okay, now I want to do, cover your ears. I know, I jinxed it. It is, it's listing lazily to the left. Look at it, it's like, just hanging out, doing my pencil things with my pencil stuff and my pencil friends. I want to, we're gonna get the eraser, okay? Bear with me here, I've got something spinning around in my brain here. There it is. I'm holding my breath. Oh, sounds good. Good night, Maylin. Thank you so much for being here. So the blue looks darker to me than it does for you guys, but I wanna try something. And I probably could have mapped this out a little bit better beforehand. And see, these are so waxy that it builds up on the tip of the eraser. Hang on, that's sliding down a little bit. Oh, I realized the eraser is so itty bitty. Okay, hang on. Baby eraser needs a replacement. Hold on. Gotta get in my eraser drawer. We have our handy dandy baggie of erasers. Listing lazily to the left. It is indeed. This was actually a gift. You know who you are, and I love it so much. Okay, so we're gonna pop that in here. Right, flare pens. Don't hold your breath too long, Allie. How do you charge it? It's got a little thing. I haven't had to charge it though, but it does have a cord that you can charge it with. Okay. I don't use erasers too often, but it's nice when I have them. Okay, do you see what I'm doing here? Maybe if I darken it a little bit. Okay, do you see this kind of like shaft of light out here? We're going to actually erase a little bit on the finger as well. And on here. Told you, it's an idea. We'll see if this works. Oh yeah, it's just here. So you just pull out this gray piece, just like you would kind of if you got a pencil extender. Yeah, shaft of light with it. That's some, we're gonna make a few of them. And then you just put your little eraser in the gray part here. And then you pop back in and push it on in until you can't push it anymore. And then it looks like that. Okay, so we're gonna move our other baby eraser. Okay, then I want to, let's do one here. Then I can reinforce this with some darker colors on the edge of it and with the white on top as well. Okay, and then we're gonna do one here. It's light enough that I can see where it's at and I can make it work with the other colors around it and make it pop just a little bit more. Of course. Okay. So that one there. And then, because I'm not making them line up where they're, you know, directly across from one another, but I'm making them kind of their own little color. We're going to go over that hair. Now, because like I said, the pencil is so waxy, it's kind of dragging that a little bit. So it's something to keep in mind. And clean off your eraser a little bit if you need to. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, and then we're gonna do, right? It's a great eraser. We're gonna do one up here. So we're gonna do 5 little shafts of light. Okay, now that I can see those, what we're gonna do is we're going to take our non-photo blue and we're going to outline that light just a little bit. We don't need to do a ton, just enough to where the viewer can see it. Okay. And kind of like we did the other ones, I'm also going to lighten the finger just a little bit. And we'll make that work when all the shafts of light hit it. Okay, and then this one here. Go. This one here. This one here. Okay, this one here. And we're gonna blend these all in together so they won't stand out quite as much. But what I'm just doing is trying to make the little shafts of light stand out. It kind of gives a sense of activity coming from the crystal. Movement in the picture, so to speak. Okay. Now we're gonna grab our sky blue light. We're gonna soften that line, but we're also gonna press kind of hard. We wanna clear that there's that blue there. Okay. We're gonna soften that non-photo blue. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and take our white. There's still a chance that it could pop. Okay, we're gonna go over that. Lighten anything else on the inside. Soften that edge just a little bit more. The whole idea with the non-photo blue on the outside was sort of to outline and make that light shaft kind of stand out. We're gonna continue this on the areas where the light is touching. So I knew it. I knew it! I knew it! That's a big old snap! That was a big old snap! Thanks, Pam! And it will stand out more too once we have the background in. Oh, wait, I never did check the thing, did I? What did we say? 59% says finish it with 39 votes. Okay, we can do that. We could do like half and half too. So I could get caught up and we could do like the background and then start something new as well. Yeah, that was a massive snap. That one was very deserving of it. I knew it was gonna happen. The pencil had like no support, like what? So I don't want to talk about it. I'm just gonna leave it there. We're just gonna let this snapped pencil hang out with us. It's cool. This is where the party's at. Right. Here it goes. All right, let's get our Posca now. And since we have the darker blue, we can maybe, if it decides it wants to work, come on, guys. Dang, Posca's letting me down. There we go. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then I want to do a little bit of reinforced white there. Okay. You can't ever truly erase like pencil completely, but you definitely can lighten it and then make things stand out a little bit more. I'm trying to think. I wonder, I'm gonna take this down. And I'm gonna have it coming from the front of it as well. Yeah, I like that. What are we doing? Oh, good night, Frederica. Okay, so let's do, I know it's past 10:30. I just want to, let's actually, guys, I'm gonna go nuts here. I'm gonna use my actual silver pencil. Like, I don't use it very often, but I'm actually gonna use the silver pencil. Is this silver? It is. We're using silver. I don't usually use the silver pencils. Like, I make it silver, but I think it can work in this instance. Okay, so we're gonna use our silver. Okay, it's basically like a gray. It's not too shiny. Okay. Just bear with. Okay. And then we're gonna use, I know, it's crazy. We're gonna use our black for a bit of contrast. It's just the area is so small, it doesn't offer a lot of variation in color. So as long as we can get our contrast in here, it should look nice. Here we go. Okay, and then her chain, this is gonna be the last thing we'll do on this for tonight. Her chain. Let's bust out the Sparkle Pop, or do we want the, let's do the Super Glitter Gel Pens. Yeah, I thought about the earring. I'll probably do, I don't know that I want to do the same blue crystal. I'll probably do it in a crystal to match her dress, actually. Yeah, there you go, Jane. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Super Glitter Gel Pens from Arteza. Love these. Okay. This connects up here. We've got a little bit of chain down there. Here we go. And there we go. Yeah, Aretha Franklin. Okay, now we've got, can you see that on the light there? That's nice. Okay, let's zoom out for a moment. Now, this is obviously just the start of the background here. There's a very good chance that it's going to be darker behind the background, so that's gonna make this kind of glow of the crystal stand out even more. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I'm really happy with the direction this is going. I think it's gonna look so pretty when it's done. All right, yeah, we still need to do her crown and everything too. But yeah, I will do my best to finish the dress or the, her top, and then, whatever else. We're gonna mostly be working on probably the background and then some extra of the crystals when we come back. But we did the vote, so we'll finish her up on, what's today? Today's Friday. On Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning will be our last stream with this one. And then Friday we'll start something new and we'll use the Black Widows because I promised and I completely forgot. So Friday will be Black Widows, but it's so good. Yeah, her antlers. Oh my good. Yeah, you can find this page over in Christine Karron's Etsy store. It's her newest illustration, so you can find that there. Print it out, color it along if you like. But yeah, I'm really excited with how she's looking. Like, you know, I too was kind of questioning the pink skin, but I think it's working. I think she's fairly unique. I'm pleased. All right. Well, thank you to everyone who renewed their membership. I know we had one tonight, plus we've had a few off stream. Deborah, thank you for your super chat. Thank you to everyone who was hanging out. And yeah, have a great weekend. Have a great Monday. I'll see you on Wednesday. Make sure I don't mess that one up again. I'll see you on Wednesday and we'll finish up this page. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Keep being awesome. And I'll chat with you next time. Bye.